to introduce the president of the class of 2010, Ms. Kelly Camastro, who will name our faculty speaker.
Voted this year's smartest, most inspiring teacher by the class of 2010, please give a warm welcome to this year's graduation sponsor, Mrs. Suka.
Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome to our board members, administrators, faculty, staff, family, and 2010 graduates. First, I'd like to thank the graduates for the opportunity to speak to them and to all of you. It is rare that a teacher has the chance to play such an honored role in our students' lives, and I'm humbled to stand here today. Life is often measured as a series of significant moments. This past April, I was privileged to attend a special event, the Jubilee celebration for the School Sisters of Notre Dame in Elm Grove, Wisconsin. My husband's aunt, Sister Mary Margaret, along with several friends and colleagues, were each celebrating 60, 70, 75, and even 80 years as members of the convent. As the women were recognized, I saw in their eyes joy for each other and joy for the beautiful day that brought us together to celebrate their spirit of devotion and generosity. Later, in speaking with Sister Mary Margaret, she recalled a favorite story about her and her friend, Sister Imelda, who was also with us that day. Apparently, in their younger years, Sister Mary Margaret and Sister Imelda were known for their spontaneity and were sometimes caught casting off a bit of dignity as well as their shoes and playing badminton on the lawn of the convent, rackets and habits flying about wildly in the warm spring air. As she finished telling the story, I saw the smile on her face and I realized that Sister Mary Margaret had not changed from those early years. She was still as lighthearted and as happy as someone who was just entering adulthood. For me, this story is a reminder of the great joy that can be found in living a life of true dedication, and it was this experience that inspired today's speech, because I hope that when you are 80 or 90 or 100 years old, you will be as joyful and as excited about life as Sister Mary Margaret. Later that evening, I recalled how someone's happiness and sense of self can be absolutely complete, and I realized that this joy comes from engaging with the world and giving yourself to work, to play, to a cause. It comes from loving. These women loved their work as teachers, loved their calling, and loved each other. I left that day feeling my spirit and my own call to teaching renewed and refined, and I knew then what I was going to say to you today. Graduation, like all rites of passage, is an opportunity to take stock of where you are and where you are headed. It is a chance to set forth on an already determined path or to prepare a route into uncharted territory. Sometimes I find myself wishing I had the ability to protect you from the difficulties you will encounter on your journey after you leave here. However, there is value to facing those challenges because they will not only make you stronger, but they have the power to enrich your life beyond your greatest expectations. I learned this lesson several years ago when I experienced a challenging phase in my own life. When faced with difficulty, I was astounded to find myself surrounded by individuals who did not know me yet well, yet took it upon themselves to provide the support that I needed. Later, I asked one of them, "How will I ever repay you for everything you have done for me?" In response, I was told, "You won't. Instead, you will pay it forward. You now have the responsibility to be that support for the next person who needs it." And in this way, we all learn to care for each other. Today, I charge you with the same responsibility. You have been given a wealth of knowledge and perspective. From here on out, I ask you to also pay it forward, to give of yourself and to participate in your community. I have faith that you are prepared for this race that is the rest of your life. But while you run, remember to support your family, your friends, your fellow students, and your colleagues. For when you help others along on the journey and embrace that opportunity, you become part of something that enriches you in ways that can never be measured, but will bring you immeasurable joy. We have the opportunity to experience true happiness when we reach out to help others. When we mentor and support each other, we build a community, and when we find happiness in life, it can and should inspire us to help others find that same joy and fulfillment. For me, there is no greater calling than teaching, and I am so very fortunate to stand here today speaking to all of you. As I leave you this afternoon, I would like you to know that today and always, you are champions. Rolling Meadows High School raises champions. Go out and meet your future with excitement, live lives of joyful victory. Wherever you go, remember to pay it forward. My very best wishes go with you today. Congratulations.